Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the second-ranked team, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's the target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And sack sets up an important 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's a shotgun run call. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Okay, it's third down after that run. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run for the first down. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Singleton. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Syracuse is now operating in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's caught. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size, speed, and their versatility, and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here?
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And now the running back's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. It's an RPO. The quarterback kicks it out quickly. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Important second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that run produces a decent gain. Syracuse has moved into the red zone. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
The Orange have it now, 1st and goal. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They've been in the red zone 3 times and have 3 points to show for it. Can they punch it in here on 2nd and goal? Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. On the run here, lets it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Brigham Young. No chance to catch him.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT gives them a 7-6 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Pressure is coming. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Quick throw over the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Offense crossing onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Here's the option play. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the point after makes the lead 8. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it second and short. Looking for some space. It's James. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Quick throw to his receiver.
Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Off the play fake on first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT is good, but they still trail by a point. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how aggressive this offense gets. They can move into field goal range easily, but are they looking for more? The pocket breaking down. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. second down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. To the air. It's Singleton. Defense is coming after him. Got him. He's sacked. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Coach elected to go for a field goal attempt. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And he knocks that one right through. And they reclaim the lead with that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Wideouts now clustered. To throw, it's Singleton. Short throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And they heave it deep downfield. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run the option. Will he score here? Touchdown, Brigham Young. That puts him on top in the second half. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give me credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the PAT is good. Puts him up 5. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They're going to run it. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Trying to extend the play. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
And this pass is caught. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Takes the toss and heads left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Here's the 2nd down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
BAT makes it a 12-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. He'll take a deep shot here.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, with this quarterback. This one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's running out of time here. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
On the set.
They'll try to run it with the option. They'll toss it to the back. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Now from the pistol formation. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
After the PAT, they go up 19. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them.
Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Lets it go quickly. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Syracuse is now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Well, he scrambled and scrambled. Doesn't get the ball away and is finally dropped for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Got space, looking to score. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orangeman.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just about to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down here for this offense. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. This offense really clicking. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will be returned. It'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. And they'll stop him after a short game.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. It's second down. It's an option look. Finding a bit of space. QB breaking away. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, BYU. Made the defense look slow that time.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense and being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And there's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. They'll give it to the back. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a